Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Gage Samoji. He's Emerson Hip, and this is the Intoxicated Sports Report.
Yeah, buddy. The pop of the cork wasn't as loud as I hoped it would be, but
A little underwhelming.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We tried.
I like those loud pops. They're real panty droppers, you know.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, you're the bartender. If you say so. How's it going, man?
Good, man. How are you? Cheers.
Good. Cheers. Yeah, a little red, little Pinot.
A little Pinot from Oregon.
Okay.
Go Ducks. Just kidding.
Yeah, quack them.
Quack.
It's honestly, when Sal did that, I thought that was a real thing that Oregon people do. Like people who root for Oregon do. And he's like, no, I made it up. And I was like, it's honestly pretty good. Not that bad. It was even better that he was drunk when he was doing it. Just quack him. Didn't think with his hand.
Stop it.
Thought it was pretty good.
Just stop it, Sal. We love you, though. Just the same.
We do, absolutely.
Well, here we are.
On
a Tuesday.
On a short week.
Yeah, Twisted Tuesday, baby. You ready?
Yeah, I guess so.
You want to just shoot Malort for the novelty of it? That's a joke.
Because I'm so good at guessing Cowboys
He's
losses.
so good
at it. Sal kind of poo-pooed it in our group chat, but I might actually add one more just for fun and to prove a point.
Hey, fuck it. You're only putting yourself at risk here.
Okay, I'm doing it.
Okay.
I'm putting the Chargers are beating the Cowboys.
And that's this. Is that this week?
No, it's next week.
Okay.
It's a Gage's guarantee. You heard it here first. I'm adding the Chargers to it.
Love it. We got more Malort for you. So.
More Malort. That's why. So we can't shoot it. No.
Let's go Cowboys.
Answer your question. No, we cannot shoot it because if we do, it might run out.
We still have a little bit left, but
You want to?
no.
No. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna add the Charger game just for fun. Just prove a point.
There we go.
Yeah. You guys
Send
think
it.
you guys think it's too easy? So I'm adding another game. Is that okay with you?
I love it.
Okay.
I'm all in.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not stopping you.
You just want to see me drink some Malort.
And who doesn't?
Yeah. Well, luckily it's not that bad.
Yeah. It is disappointing. I wanted it to be worse, honestly. I mean, it's not good, but I wanted it to be worse.
I wanted it to be worse too.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be worse. I think when we first tried it, I was almost scared to try it. But it's not nearly as bad as.
Well, and then smelling it for the first time, I was like, oh, that actually smells kind of good and interesting. But yeah, it's got a lot going on. There's no doubt about that.
You know what I saw at Grocery Outlet yesterday? That I didn't know they sold? Four Locos.
Really?
I saw Four Loco tall cans at Grocery Outlet, River Park.
Should have sent it.
Yeah, I don't know. The River Park Grocery Outlet, I'm not a fan. I was just in the area.
Yeah.
Had to get something for the week, and it's just not. One Redwood one's way better.
Yeah.
Not even a question. I don't think I've ever seen Four Locos at the Redwood one.
Interesting.
I looked at it, I was like, is that a Four Loco? They can sell these here?
Yeah. The only place I ever see them are gas stations or
Yeah, me too.
divey liquor stores.
So if you're looking for any kind of Four Loco, go to the River Park Grocery Outlet.
There you go.
You'll find one. It actually kind of fits what that River Park Grocery Outlet is, which is a little rundown.
Yeah.
Makes sense it had Four Locos.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's just an older building.
Right.
Like, growing up, going there when it was Rite Aid, it never felt like it was run down.
Yeah.
But for some reason, when it's a grocery store, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
not a huge fan. But
Yeah.
that's my grocery outlet rant for today.
We had the Sharks and Flyers who just wrapped up before we jumped on. Sharks took another L, unfortunately. I think that's 3 out of the last 4 games they lost. So
They're kind of coming down to earth a little bit.
A little
I would
bit.
say.
But they still did have a very nice win on, I'm going to say that was Sunday against Carolina. So
That was a good one.
Yeah.
And this loss
Carolina's
today wasn't nearly as bad as the one that we saw on this podcast last week.
Oh, who did they lose to that day?
The Capitals.
That's right. Oh, yeah. That was 7 or 8 to 1.
Yeah. But at least Sharks got one.
They did get that one.
They did get one.
Yeah.
So it would just be. And funny enough, your cousin was at that game.
I know. Poor Jack.
I saw him on Instagram. He posted it. And I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's pretty rough, bro.
Yeah, that is rough.
But I'm sure he had a good time seeing Ovechkin that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that is pretty cool.
Anytime you see anybody that you know go to a game that's a blowout, you're like, oh, it sucks.
Right.
You know.
And Ovechkin had 2 goals,
goals,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Just keep adding to that
That
total.
9+.
Is he going to try to go for 1,000? Or is that a little too out?
No, to be honest, it feels like this is probably his last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
And he broke the record this year, correct? Or was that
Last year.
That was last season?
Yeah.
Okay.
He got to 900 this year,
Yeah.
but the record was 894. Yeah.
Would have been cool to see him get 1,000, but yeah, he's a little long in the tooth.
Right. Yeah, I believe he's 40 now. And, to get to 1,000, like, he's going to have to play another 2-3 years.
Yeah, that's not going to happen. But the Capitals, maybe they can do something for him this year.
It'd be cool if they could make a run in the playoffs.
Come together, maybe make it to a cup.
Yeah. I'm going to guess that probably in the last couple months of the year, they'll announce that he's going to be done after this season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has he only been to one cup, the one that he won?
Yep. Hey. He's only been in one conference final.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Like, he was kind of like one of those guys that couldn't do it and couldn't get it done in the playoffs. It wasn't necessarily him. It was just the teams.
It's a team sport.
Yeah, because it's very much a team sport. The teams that he played for just could not get over that hump.
I would not have guessed he's only been to one conference final. It's
pretty wild.
That is.
I mean, Crosby and the Penguins, like, they were really good at the same time, so that was a hurdle he couldn't really get over. Try to think who else. Like, the Rangers, the Bruins were good, and then the Lightning came around.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, but at least he got his one.
He got his one.
Kind of. Could you compare to him maybe as like an Aaron Rodgers a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I mean, Rodgers has made it to more conference championship games.
Yeah. Like, really elite, talented player.
But has only been one, so then the only one.
Yeah. Yeah. That's not a bad count.
Mm-hmm. Has the records.
Yeah.
A little bit older now.
Yeah. I mean, in that one cup that Ovechkin has, I feel like I know he has the all-time goals record, which is massive, but I feel like it's kind of a legacy saver, Because if you just have the goals record and, like, you could just be labeled as, like, oh, he's a goal merchant, not a true team player,
Yeah, you could maybe compare him in a way. Well, not even, because at least Karl Malone went to 2 finals.
Right.
Because Karl Malone has, like, the points.
Right.
And, like, the MVPs, which I'm sure Ovechkin has a couple of those,
right?
Correct? So, yeah, good for Ovechkin. Good career.
We're watching the really awesome NBA Cup that everyone cares a lot about. It is, who's this, Raptors and Knicks. Knicks are up pretty big at halftime. Mm-hmm. There's your boy Mike Brown.
I miss him.
Miss him
for sure.
I served that man breakfast one time.
There you go.
Yeah.
Was he nice?
Yeah, he was nice. He did ask me to warm up his syrup multiple times, and I was like, I can only do so much for you, bud.
And the money's really got to you.
Yeah.
Have some fucking cold syrup, bro. Have some cold syrup.
Yeah.
I'm going to, bar banter in a little while, I'm going to have a question for you about the NBA as a whole.
Okay.
But I'm going to save it.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I'm going to save it for them.
Whoops, excuse me. All right, college football, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Championship week recap. Starting with the Big 12, Texas Tech, they beat BYU 34-7, smacked them again a few weeks later.
You tried to tell me, and I didn't listen.
BYU, they scored on their first drive of the game, and they crossed midfield only one more time in the whole game.
Bear Bachmar, what happened?
Yeah, sorry, Bear. Just didn't have the juice. BYU also turned it over 4 times.
Doesn't help.
Outgained by almost 200 yards in the game as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't help. So, yeah, Texas Tech had their number, and they're Big 12 champs.
How many losses for BYU this year?
2, both to Texas Tech. Yeah.
That's funny. That sucks.
Yeah. And that was like, we'll get to it in a little bit, but that was kind of their argument about being in the playoff. But they got blown out both times. It would be one thing if they played them tough.
Both
at least one of them.
One time.
Yeah. But, yeah.
Still a hell of a season for what a redshirt
freshman. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
Which, if you're a BYU fan, you got to think, we're only going up because he has to stay at BYU for at least another 2 years, probably.
Yeah, because was he a redshirt freshman? Right, he might have been a true freshman.
Or true freshman.
Yeah,
I guess I think
he was a true freshman
because true freshman is more impressive than a redshirt.
Right, because redshirt means you hung out for a year just didn't play.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I think he is a true freshman.
Yeah.
I think you are correct on that.
And his brother transferred there. I think we talked about this. He transferred there from Stanford.
Gotcha.
Yeah, as a wide receiver.
So it's kind of looking up for BYU.
Yeah, they got a future. Over in the ACC championship, Duke pulled the little bit of an upset over Virginia, winning that one 27-20 in overtime.
Is this college basketball we're talking about?
I know, right? Virginia erased a 10-point deficit in the final minutes of regulation, and then Duke went on to score on the opening possession of overtime on Jeremiah Hazley's second touchdown of the game. And then the first play of Virginia's overtime possession, Chandler Morris threw his second pick of the game, ending it and basically ending Virginia's season. So they will not be in the playoff. Yeah.
Shout out to Duke.
Yeah.
Who says they're just a basketball school?
Not me.
Not me.
They look like the Indianapolis Colts out there. Their uniforms. Did you see them?
I did not see
them. They look just like the Colts. They have the same blue stripes and the same number.
I'll have to see what you're talking about.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Daniel Jones go to Duke?
He did.
Yeah. Isn't that even more ironic?
He did, yeah. Is it like these?
Yeah.
Oh, they do look a lot like the Colts.
Yeah.
They do.
Almost
absolutely.
identical.
Yeah. If you put the Colts logo on that helmet,
You'd be looking at the Colts.
I'm watching Dimes play. I'm watching
Dimes. And then in the SEC championship, we had Georgia taking down Alabama 28-7. Big day for Gunnar Stockton, 20 out of 26.
Also, a big day for my picks.
3 touchdowns. Yeah, that was a nice cover. Alabama -3 rushing yards in this game. Really, not a good performance from them at all.
-3.
Yeah, I mean, part of that is sack yardage, which we've discussed how it's stupid.
Well, yeah,
but still, I think
that's not good.
I think if you looked at all the running backs they had, they combined for like less than 30 yards. So very dominant performance from Georgia, getting their revenge. Kirby finally beating Alabama for just his second time, I think, right?
Yeah, which it feels like a lot more than that. It really does.
Yeah, it's wild. But yeah, Georgia back on top of the SEC. Big Ten championship, that was number 1, Ohio State versus number 2 at Indiana. Indiana got the victory 13-10. Both quarterbacks were, I would say, good, not great. Both threw for 1 touchdown and 1 pick. Fernando Mendoza, 222 yards on 23 attempts. Julian Sand, 258 on 29 attempts. It really it came down to the end when OSU kicker Jaden Fielding missed that game-tying 27-yard field goal. Ouch. With less than 3 minutes left.
It's bad.
He just hooked it. Pretty unbelievable. And then, of course, our boy Cal legend Fernando Mendoza with just an absolutely all-time cringy post-game interview.
This is the time where I think we need to pump our game up on this podcast.
Yeah.
And when we hear cringy videos or see cringy videos, we just save it to our phone and play it through the microphone.
That's a good point. That's a good call.
Because I think that's something we need to start doing.
Yeah.
Because I think,
I'm with you.
Because this is, I mean, we've probably, everyone who's listening probably has heard this. And it's, first of all, can we talk about that? I don't know what this man's ethnicity is, but he looks like he's a white guy.
Yeah.
The name Fernando Mendoza, on the other hand, does not sound like a white guy. Am I wrong on that?
No, you're not wrong at all.
So, I mean, I have to think is there any way he's part, like, Mexican or something like that?
Very possible, or maybe his family just got like some Spanish roots or something like that.
It has to.
Yeah. But he's white on white.
He's white on white. Like he's like what Sal likes to call white people mayos. That's what he is for sure. I mean, it was really, and this is borderline bar banter type shit right here, but it was really cringy. I mean, shout out to him. He beat the number 1 team in the country.
Yeah.
He's gonna win the Heisman, likely.
Yeah.
But it just kind of seemed like it was, maybe he's this kind of guy because I think even last year when he was on Cal, he did the same like, with 90 yards, my boys. Like it sounded like verbatim.
He just
like copy and paste what he said last year for
just super corny. Yeah.
And
just like the fake emotional
I heard another good point that it was even weirder because he was like looking into the camera.
Yeah.
It's different when you're looking at somebody who's interviewing you.
Right.
And maybe you kind of look at the camera, look back, that kind of thing. But he was like, he
was trying to send a message to the people watching.
Laser focused.
Yeah.
Like, we're serious. Like,
we are brothers.
It's just...
It's so bad.
It's just corny.
Yeah.
It's a little corny.
I'm maybe going to have a hard time rooting for him going forward. Not that I think he's a bad person, but
not at all. I think he seems like a genuine dude. Maybe that's just...
That was rough to watch.
Maybe that's how he reacts, and he's super excited. I don't blame him. It's the biggest win of his life, likely.
But if he keeps pulling that cliche shit like Russell Wilson does, he's not going to be well liked.
I'm just going to tell you this right now. Could this kind of action hurt his draft stock?
Maybe. I'm not going to say it's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible.
I don't think it's impossible at all.
Because what's he like in an interview? He's not like that, but I mean, so I really think when you're like the quarterback of my team, I want to have some kind of character and not be like character.
Not just be dry as hell.
Like character matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because do I think like Dak Prescott's kind of dry at the podium? Yeah, but he's also being
he's trying to be the face of the franchise.
Then also there's, like you said, the Russell Wilsons, who's also very corny.
Yeah.
But then also you got like the Jalen Hurts, who in his own way is also corny.
Yeah, all the cliches and like some of them that don't even make sense half the time.
Just trying to do all these metaphors.
Yeah.
Like trying to drop bars.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yeah. That's what Jalen Hurts is trying
we're not writing a rap song, bro.
It's like, dude, you're not, like, stop trying to build the pyramids. Like, just answer the question.
Exactly.
Just answer the question. But with all seriousness, shout out to Fernando Mendoza.
Yeah.
Although it was all-time cringe, but it was an all-time win.
It was a huge win for the Indiana program. I mean, they've never been anywhere close to this in their history. So
shout out to them.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Fernando Mendoza, his Heisman odds jumped to minus 1,200 on DraftKings. Next best is Diego Pavia at now plus 600. So he's going to win it.
Yeah,
Mendoza is. So good for him.
Now I want to say that if I heard correctly, they didn't start the voting until like after these games.
You're correct. Yeah,
which really helps.
Like I don't think you submit any votes until after the championship games.
I guess it makes sense.
Yeah.
So I mean,
or maybe even after like the Army Navy game. To be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Well, no, that doesn't make sense though because they already announced the finalists, so I'm not sure.
Probably after the championship games, I would assume.
All right, final CFP rankings. Conference champions that are going to be in. Number 1, Indiana, of course, from the Big Ten. Got number 3, Georgia out of the SEC. Number 4, Texas Tech from the Big 12. And then our 2 other conference champions, not ranked in the top 12, but will be in 11th seed and 20th ranked Tulane from the American Conference. And then 12th seed, 24th ranked James Madison out of the Sun Belt. Fun stuff. I'm okay with inclusion. But this does feel a little overkill.
Okay, so is this what you guys wanted? you wanted the 12 teams.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Right.
You got Tulane and James Madison up in here. And can anything happen? Yes.
Yeah.
Congrats to them. Absolutely.
They're not going to win the national championship.
No.
Yeah.
Could they win maybe their first matchup?
Maybe.
I'd say it's possible.
Probably
Are these
not,
two teams
maybe.
going to win the national championship? Like you said,
No.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
So is this what we wanted? instead of Notre Dame, we wanted Tulane or James Madison.
Right. I think this is going to make the committee reconsider.
I would rather have Notre Dame and BYU than Tulane and James Madison.
I would be okay with Notre Dame and then one of these schools.
Okay.
Because I like
inclusion,
especially when it's now a 12-team tournament, which
yeah.
And it's probably going to continue to expand.
Well, when Tulane and James Madison both get stomped out by probably 20-plus points, I bet you, like you said, the committee might have to rethink this.
Right. And it sounds like this is going to be a continuous rethinking of the format and all that.
Yeah,
because the conferences continue to change too. Like we lost the Pac-12, which was a pretty major conference.
Yeah.
And now the ACC, shit the bed, and here we are with 2 teams ranked in the 20s making the playoff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have the answers. Like, what if we did? So the NFL has 32 teams.
Yeah.
What if they just had a league in college football of 32 teams or something?
I'd be in on that.
That is that are the teams that we know have a legit shot at winning, or that are like the more of the blue bloods rather than the Tulanes and the James Madisons.
I don't hate that at all.
And then you can split down the middle like the NFL does, and do league or leagues inside of the league.
Yeah.
And then maybe just kind of like use what the NFL has done. They always help each other out because without college football, the NFL isn't really anything. So why not maybe try to take what the NFL has, if you can, and try to make your structure like that? Maybe not 32. Maybe you could do 50. Maybe 60.
I was going to say 32. There's too many big brands to cut it down to 32. But in my mind, I think if it was something like 80, you take the 80 most relevant schools and maybe even have a couple conferences where there's a relegation system, so it's not you're just the teams that you drop out are just not totally cut out of Division I football. Mm-hmm. They have a way to work their way into it. But yeah, I think because there's 136. Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's the number. Division I football schools that play in the FBS,
and we all know all of those aren't legit.
I don't
even know if 80 would be, but you have to include, like you said, you can't cut it down to your Texases, your Georgias.
Right.
You have to include.
You can't just be the SEC and the Big Ten.
Exactly. Yes.
Because even if you combine those 2 conferences together, those were the only schools you cared about. That's still 34 schools right now.
Yeah.
But I think something between 60 and 80, that would be interesting, and then you could you make them all play each other, because even now we have teams playing non-Division I teams.
Yeah, well, that's the other point too. Is you have to make these teams in this 80 team that you're talking about play each other.
Yeah,
as much as you can, because obviously with 80 teams, there's too much possibility. You can't play everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so you have to play everybody in years.
Right.
Eventually.
Yeah. No. I think something like that. Who knows? It seems like college football is in a very transitional period of time.
I think they're figuring it out.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
And what I just said, I know has not It's not the first time someone has said it.
Yeah.
And I know there's probably holes within what I'm saying.
Right. It's not as easy.
But to me, that's what I feel like it just has to eventually get to.
Yeah, I would agree. And some of these brands are going to die, So even the smaller schools. So
yeah,
we'll see what happens.
And even then, with the smaller schools, you have these players that go to these smaller schools, maybe have the opportunity to go to the bigger schools because there's no other options outside of that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, even I feel kind of similarly about Division I college basketball. There's 350 schools,
a lot,
which is insane. There doesn't need to be that many. Yeah. You could still have a 64, 68 team tournament and have half the amount of schools in Division I that you do, and it would be decent. But nonetheless, here we are. And then our 7 at-large bids are going to be number 2 Ohio State, so they're getting a bye. Mm-hmm. And then number 5 Oregon, number 6 Ole Miss, number 7 Texas A&M, number 8 Oklahoma, number 9 Alabama, and number 10 Miami, which was the big shocker on Selection Sunday. They jumped Notre Dame, who is the first team on the outside looking in, without playing a game. Notre Dame obviously didn't play a game either. Mm-hmm. And then BYU, of course, at number 12. It's confusing, I'm sure, to Notre Dame fans as to why they got dropped, but I'll also say that they never should have been ahead of Miami. Miami beat them. They had the same record. I mean, it's pretty simple to, and it's not like Miami has some really bad losses or anything like that. So to me, it should be as simple as, okay, head to head should be the number one consideration in this debate.
Yeah.
And Miami owns that. So they should have never been behind them. Mm-hmm. I do have a theory, and I told this to Nick the other day, that because Duke beating Virginia knocked the ACC champion out of contention for being an automatic bid, right? Mm. I think they put Miami in because of that. They wanted to have ACC representation in the playoff.
Gotcha. So you're saying if Virginia would have won, they would have been in?
They would have been in, and they would have forgotten about Miami.
So since Duke, who was the underdog, beat them,
and they weren't ranked high enough to get in,
it gave Miami that way to get in. Yeah.
Well, I think that was a mindset from the CFP committee.
Yeah.
And someone brought up a great point, because also Alabama, they got their ass kicked, but they didn't move down at all after losing.
Yeah. Well, here's my thing. And sorry, go.
Because here's the thing is, ESPN owns the SEC TV deal and the ACC TV deal. So of course they want Alabama in and they want Miami in. Mm. They have no connection to Notre Dame.
And
that's obviously a
I don't think
a conspiracy.
I don't think you're very far off.
Yeah, I think it's realistic.
Because what is this all when it comes down to it? It's all a money grab.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all it is.
Yeah.
It's all any sport is.
Yep.
Or I guess it's different because these are pros.
Yeah.
But in college, it's all a money grab.
But yeah, to me, I think it's very realistic to think that the CFP committee was not going to have a situation with the ACC completely out of it, and then Notre Dame getting in over Alabama.
And I understand that conference championships should matter, but also it's I don't need the inclusion of all the champions. I want the 12 best teams in this.
I kind of agree with you. I mean, 12 is so it's a lot more than we've never ever known.
True.
This is only the second year of it.
Yeah, that's the first year. Oh no.
I think last year.
Right. You're right.
Last year was the first year. And I would even be okay with it getting to 16. I don't think it needs to go any further than that.
Yeah.
Because 16 and 12 to me is not that different. Same amount of rounds. Mm-hmm. You'd just be eventually getting rid of buys. But yeah, I'm okay with inclusion. I mean, yeah, the best 12 is.
Don't we all want to see the 12 best teams play?
Yeah.
Or have a shot to win.
Yeah, but I'm okay with the 10 best and then two others. I don't know. I'm not that. I don't really feel that bad for Notre Dame, to be completely honest. Well, do they deserve to be in? Maybe.
They make their own schedule and they're not in.
They're not in a conference. Yes, and they make their own schedule and they're not in a conference. And the two best teams they played, they lost to. So they could not prove this year that they could beat a team that was. A playoff worthy team.
Yeah.
So I really don't feel bad for them.
So what do you think about them withdrawing from their bowl game?
I don't. I think it seemed a little what was me when we're not they didn't include us. So
I mean, I don't think
poor sport.
I think as a Notre Dame fan, coming if it's me being a Notre Dame fan, how I am with my teams, I would hate this because. we're Notre Dame. We're already widely hated besides our fans.
Yeah.
Because we're essentially, if you're asking me, we're kind of the Cowboys, Yankees, Lakers of college football.
They're definitely,
Well, they're up there with those,
100%.
Texas's, like those teams that people love to hate.
Right.
They're 100% up there. So I just kind of seems like pretentious. Like, we didn't get what we want. It sounds like private school shit.
Yeah,
because that's what they are, right?
Yeah, I would agree.
I wouldn't like it at all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like this.
I think it's a bad look.
I think it's a bad look too. Like, and I guess you could have the debate: why do any of these teams want to play these bowl games that don't matter?
I agree with that mindset.
And also I think because they do, because it's a money grab. It's the whole thing.
Right.
So I understand it from that standpoint, but this is a different situation because they are doing this, in my opinion, because they didn't make it to the CFP and they're just mad.
Yeah, that's 100%.
And they're just crying about it.
Yeah, they're
it's just a bad look. How about you be in Notre Dame and you try to win like a champion today and actually play the bowl game and it's still gonna be a good bowl game that they're gonna play.
Yeah, they would have probably played in
like
against another ranked team.
They're not playing in the fucking we're getting to the they're not playing in the Lagunitas IPA bowl.
Right.
They're playing one of the higher ones, I would assume.
Yeah.
It just didn't. It's not a good look.
No, not at all. I don't even think they thought about it that way. They were just being babies.
And it's just not going to help their cause when it comes to not being hated. And I'm sure, of course, we don't care if we're hated. Everyone kind of cares if they're hated.
Yeah. I mean, they've been a polarizing school
forever
from sports perspective.
Everyone who knows any kind of football knows the gold helmet and the Irish logo.
Yeah,
they know Notre Dame.
And because they've been independent forever, like they've had rivalries with a lot of different schools.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't feel bad for them. And then the way they went about it, definitely not a good look. But
yeah.
And I kind of feel bad for what about some of the seniors on that team that wouldn't want to play another game?
So Devin and I were talking about like this. I can't imagine
or even the students that were that are going to be leaving the school. Sure, they're going to be Notre Dame alumni forever, but they're not going to be Notre Dame students forever.
There's only so many games you get to watch when you're a student at a school.
Right, especially when it comes to football. It's a short season,
Absolutely.
There's one game a week.
And I would like to know how they decided this. Did they go to the team? Did the team all...
Well, it happened pretty damn quick. So they definitely did it out of...
Well, do we think that they had all the kids that were playing for the team sit down and say, okay, do we want to play in this bowl game? And I guarantee you, it wasn't unanimous. I couldn't have been.
I bet you it was the athletic director's decision because of how whiny that guy sounded on that interview with Dan
I have not heard that.
It was kind of cringy.
Yeah.
I mean, he tried to be cool about it at first, and then it came out pretty quickly that he was butthurt.
I mean, I guess I would be too, but you're kind of you made your bed.
I understand their frustration with the committee, but I do think the committee, after all said and done, they made the right choice by having Miami ahead of them. Miami deserved to be ahead of them to begin with, and the committee kind of botched that leading up to their final decision. But I do believe that Miami deserved to be in over Notre Dame.
Because I'm not hearing anything from any of the players saying, "Oh, we wanted to play." Also, though, or maybe they told.
No, they're probably not allowed to.
I mean, you can't shut everybody up,
right? Yeah,
I'm
sure it'll
come out.
Someone will say something.
Yeah. Well, because even the head coach really seems like a good dude.
I like Marcus.
Seems like one of those guys. Seems like one of those guys who's not trying to cut corners. Which this kind of seems like you're cutting a corner.
Right.
So I can't imagine. Although he's probably upset. I can't imagine he would agree to do this. I feel like he'd want to go out with his team, coach his team for the last time. Because also this team that he has today, he's not going to have it next year.
No,
he's only going to have
totally
the same team once.
Yep.
From what I hear about coaches, I love this team. This team's different. I love this year. I love these kids.
Yeah.
I can't imagine he doesn't want to coach these guys one more game. So I think you're right about the athletic director. Probably.
I think it was his call. Yeah.
And I don't love that that's how that is the case. But maybe that's just how. I mean, that's what ADs can do.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, he seemed super whiny, which I've never had any reason to like Notre Dame, so this didn't help.
Well, that's what I'm saying to begin with.
Yeah,
this is just not helping their cause from here on out because they're always going to be known for this.
Yep. Yeah, this is going to be.
And it's
an interesting mark in their history.
And it's such big news because it is Notre Dame,
Yeah.
given the situation.
The school that played in the national championship game last year.
Yeah.
But now they're too good for anything else.
Yeah.
All right, ACC update. 11 schools from the ACC made bowl games.
Nice.
Could only get one at the CFP. That was Miami, of course. Cal will be playing Hawaii in the Hawaii Bowl. Fun. Ashley's Pitt Panthers are going to be playing East Carolina in the Go Bowling Military Bowl. Hopefully you didn't have that one in your game.
No. See, what's hard about the name that bowl game is I just know you, and I know that you know, like, the,
Some of the sponsors or
not
whatever.
even the sponsors, but the military bowl.
Sure.
Or like the Gator Bowl. I know you know that's a thing.
Right. So you had to get really creative there?
We'll also pick ones that are a little more
Yeah.
not as known.
Yeah, spoiler alert, in about 5 minutes, Gage is going to be doing Name That Bowl game for, what, third year in a row?
Third year in a row, yes. Thank you, Deb and Sal, for reminding me, I think, last Sunday.
Nice.
And also shout out Colin Coward for stealing my shit last night. Don't forget that. I did it first.
We also have our other ranked teams are going to be number 22 Georgia Tech playing number 12 BYU in the Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Which has become a cult classic.
Yep.
Quickly.
Yep, and then number 19 Virginia playing unranked Missouri in the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
I'm confused. Where's Stanford up here?
Funny. Yeah, it's just weird they couldn't make it with 4 wins.
Oh,
You'd have thought.
So is the cutoff 5?
6.
6.
But occasionally we've seen, especially with how many more bowl games there are now, we've seen some 5-1 teams get invited. But usually that happens when, like, a team backs out.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've already seen a few. Like, I mean, Notre Dame's won, but there was a couple others who, like, their coach left and they were like, okay, we're going to not. And they got big-time fines, too.
Yeah.
All right, there's going to be only one game this weekend, and that is Army-Navy.
Is the...
Well, is there a bowl game on Sunday or something, or Saturday also?
I'm not sure. Is our commander-in-chief going to be at this game?
I would expect it.
Isn't the president always at this game?
I think it's...
For the most part?
Yeah, it's pretty typical anyways.
It's going to be great.
Army versus Navy. Yeah, Navy is going to be 6-point favorites. I guess they would be the home team in this situation. They're going to be playing this game at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore where the Ravens play.
This isn't normally where they play the game.
It moves around.
Does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I think last year was at MetLife, wasn't it? Or it's been at MetLife in recent years.
For some reason, I thought they always played it in Philly.
I think maybe it was Philly last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's been at MetLife before as well.
So they switch it up.
Yeah, they
Okay.
move it around.
I didn't know that. I thought they have like a certain... They should just have like a football field on like an Army base.
That would be pretty
It'd be
sick.
sick. Like that one college basketball game that happened years ago.
Yeah,
It was
on
outdoors.
that trip.
Yeah,
That was sick.
that was cool.
Was it like North Carolina and somebody like Michigan State? Maybe?
I mean, they could easily make a football field for this game. The military has enough money, I'll tell you that.
yeah, I mean on the base, yeah, they could do that. Just like building the stands though, would be kind of a pain in the ass. Like when you already have nice football facilities in the world,
that makes sense.
in the country.
Let's just do it. Build the field on the White House grounds.
That'd be wild.
But no, they couldn't do that because they couldn't have any fans there. There's no way. It would be impossible.
It would be a shit show.
Kind of cool though.
It would be.
I mean, they might have a UFC fight near the White House.
Isn't that crazy?
Yes.
Are they going to do it at
It's definitely,
on
it's
the
definitely
grounds?
something.
Yeah. Are they going to do it on the grounds or just like nearby?
I don't really give a fuck.
Me neither. Should we flip the coin for who gets who when we do picks?
Yes.
Or just wait till then.
Explain. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, so that means it is time for Name That Bowl Game. For those who don't know, I'm going to give Emerson a list of names for bowls.
How many you got?
8 in total, so 4 are real and 4 are not real.
Okay.
I almost didn't want to tell you that to kind of do a
I
process
figured you'd
of
probably do
elimination.
something close, but yeah, that's right.
I think I did 8 last year as well.
Okay.
So Emerson's going to tell me if it's an actual name of a bowl game or not.
Yeah.
Because we know names of the bowl games can get a little ridiculous.
Right. I'm excited to see how creative you got this year.
Funny. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be okay. Okay, so the first one, it's going to be the PW Maintenance Bowl.
Who's playing in that one?
I didn't get that.
I'm kidding.
No.
PW Maintenance Bowl. I'm gonna say that is not real. Yes.
He is right.
Is PW an actual maintenance brand?
I was
or something?
sitting in my car on Saturday.
Oh, you hear an ad?
No, they were setting up for the parade, which is near my work downtown. And it was on one of those A-frames.
Okay.
The City of Napa A-frames. It said City of Napa, and underneath that said PW Maintenance.
I like it.
So I was like, okay, that might be
That's a bowl.
Be a believable one. The next one is the Xbox Bowl.
Xbox Bowl. I'm going to say that one's not real.
Damn it. It is indeed real. It is Missouri State versus Arkansas State, and if you're interested,
That's a real banger.
it's on
matchup.
December 18th if you want to watch that one. So it's coming up soon. The next game is going to be the Game Above Sports Bowl.
Game Above Sports Bowl. I'm going to say that's real.
He is right. That is Central Michigan versus Northwestern.
Sick.
December 26th, right after Christmas.
Nice Midwest matchup. Love it.
Midwest matchup, absolutely. The next one's going to be the Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl.
Scooters Coffee. I'm going to say that one's real too.
It is.
Nice.
That is UNLV versus Ohio, December 23rd.
Ohio. Like Miami or just Ohio?
Just Ohio.
Oh, they're green. Yeah, that's
Yes,
right. That's right. Yeah.
The next one's going to be the Lasco San Fran Bowl.
San Fran Bowl. That's not real.
That one was a gimme because the last one said Frisco.
I like it.
Frisco, San Fran.
All right.
We don't like to call those neither.
No. The San Fran
Yeah.
Bowl.
The next one's going to be the Old Spice Sunshine Bowl.
Sunshine Bowl. I'm going to say that's not real. But I know there's the Sun Bowl.
There is the Sun Bowl, yes.
The Sunshine Bowl.
The next one's going to be the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl.
I do believe that's real.
That is real. That is Miami of Ohio
Oh, there we go.
versus Fresno State, December 27th.
Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. That's Sal's Dogs, by the way.
Yeah.
And the last one's going to be the 7-Eleven Big Gulp Bowl.
That is, that's not real. I was trying to do the math in my head. I didn't think it was real anyways, but
yes.
fuck yeah, I crushed it this
You
year.
did crush it this
7 out of
year.
8.
That just means I have to do better next year.
That was easy.
Sorry. It took you a second.
Good job.
Thank you. That was fun, though.
Yeah, that was.
The San Fran Bowl. Oh,
The
man.
Xbox Bowl.
Yeah, that was the only one that got me, huh?
Yeah, it was.
Damn.
You almost went 8 for 8 on that. So good job. Yeah, it's hard because, like I was saying, there's so many of the names. There's some also like there was 68 Ventures, which I think I picked last year, and there's just
Some repeats. So you
some
try to
repeats.
work around
Yeah,
that.
and there's also ones that are a little more obvious. So I kind of had to go. I thought I was going to get you on the Old Spice, which Devin came up with. I'll give her the credit for that. The Old Spice Sunshine.
Sunshine Bowl. I mean, Old Spice sounds like a realistic sponsor, but
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good job.
hell yeah.
That's probably the best you've done. since
Oh
we
yeah,
started doing
I think last year didn't me and Sal do it together, and I think
that's right,
I stunk it up.
this. Yeah, I think the first year you maybe did better than
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah,
This is by far your best.
nice. Hell
So your goal now next year is to get them all right.
yeah. I did set the bar, so I guess I have to, right?
That might mean I have to add two more games though.
Okay. Whatever you got to do.
That's all it is. And that was name your bowl game, or name that bowl game.
Yeah,
Excuse
good
me.
job, Gage.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah. On to the NFL, little Week 14 recap. Thursday Night Football. The Lions beat my Cowboys, which I predicted. Cowboys turned it over 3 times. Jahmyr Gibbs had a day. 3 touchdowns, 120 total yards. But the Cowboys did turn an 18-point deficit in the second half into a 3-point game in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they clawed back in. I kind of thought they were gonna
They can claw
pull it
back
off.
in?
Yeah.
You were hoping that, you and Sal are both hoping they were going to pull it off.
Yeah.
Sal's always hoping for my
I wanted to
demise.
see your face.
The Lions sealed the victory with 2 touchdown drives and an interception to finish the game. Not a good day for Dak Prescott.
No, that's one of his very few stinkers this year.
Yeah. The Lions are now 1 game behind the Bears and the Niners for the final playoff spot in the NFC. Kind of a game both teams needed.
Yeah.
I felt pretty confident about the Cowboys not winning this game because the 2 games prior, which I thought were big games, although the Chiefs are, not as good as we maybe thought they were going to be, and the Eagles are now on a 3-game win streak, or 3-game losing streak.
Right,
so who knows how good both those teams really are?
Right.
But the Lions, you thought I was joking, but that game from 2 years ago, I think, still sticks with the Lions big time.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
I'm just I think it does. I don't think Dan Campbell doesn't strike me as a guy who forgets.
Yeah, fair enough.
But the Lions, they're good. I'm not sure if I love Dan Campbell as the play caller personally.
He's been good and bad at times. I mean, you put up 44 points, but also the Cowboys gifted the ball to the Lions 3 times too. Yeah. So
you kind of hate to see Dak Prescott do this primetime game.
Yeah,
because it makes him look bad because he has had a good season, although the team hasn't really had a good season. But he just kind of seems to have these, below average games at the wrong time and literally wrong time.
Yeah.
Given it being a primetime game.
But also the circumstances.
And the circumstances, too. I mean, the Cowboys pretty much have to win out and then have the Eagles, I think, lose 2 games to win the division.
Right.
So I'm not sure if the wild card's an option for the Cowboys at this point.
Well, it became much less. I mean, they're 1.5 game. I mean, fuck, if they'd have won, they'd have been a half game behind the Eagles.
I know.
You know? And I believe they well, actually, it wouldn't matter because of the tie. But yeah. No, that's a tough one. I mean, it was. You could argue it was kind of like an elimination game for these 2 teams.
It was like a pseudo playoff game.
Yeah, it really was.
And the Cowboys, I mean, they don't. What's the word I'm looking for? They don't control their destiny.
No. But
they have to win out.
Yeah.
Like, do what you can, win the rest of these games if you can,
right.
And then kind of see if the leaves fall in your direction, in the right way. So we'll see. Not a great game for the Cowboys.
No.
I don't even think 44-30 gives the game justice.
No, it was
the final score.
Yeah, I mean the Lions kind of controlled, but it was a game there in the fourth quarter. You're right. Yeah, and then some late touchdowns by the Lions.
The Steelers beat the Ravens 27-22. Aaron Rodgers, you could argue, had his best game as a Steeler so far.
Yeah.
284 yards passing. Oh, no, is that 284?
No, actually it was total because he had 0 rushing yards, even though he ran for a touchdown.
Oh, okay. 2 total touchdowns. The Ravens did outrush the Steelers 217-34, but they still lost.
That's fucking wild.
I don't feel like you see that often.
No. And it wasn't like because I think the Ravens only turned it over 1 time in the game. So it wasn't like they just gave the game away with turnovers and whatnot. But, yeah, I mean, just a weird one. And the Ravens, Lamar actually played decent. Like, one of his better games he's had recently. But it still wasn't enough to get a W.
There was a controversial touchdown call.
Did you see this play?
That was overturned. Isaiah Likely caught the ball in the end zone, seemed to have gotten 2 feet down, and then the defender for the Steelers knocked the ball out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't enough to deem him having a long enough control for the touchdown.
Right.
Which ultimately you could argue cost the Ravens the game because they lost the game by 5.
So I mean, what is the rule? Like, how many steps do you have to take with the ball? Because I would say it was roughly 2.5 steps that he took with control of the ball.
Yeah,
and it was called a touchdown on the field, and so the fact that they overturned it just seems a little.
Well, it means it showed them that there was enough evidence to be able to do so.
Which, yeah, I mean, that's why I'm kind of maybe need another clarification on the rule or the football move rule too.
I mean, because I did see John Harbaugh chirping to the refs about it after, and I don't blame him for doing that. Which it just for the Ravens it puts you in a situation where the Steelers now lead the AFC North by 1 game over the Ravens.
Right,
that was a huge game.
That was a massive game.
We all knew it was a huge game going into it, but the fact that the Ravens kind of got a touchdown taken away.
Right,
really hurts their playoff chances and winning the division at this point.
And I think the Ravens and Steelers play again in a few weeks, maybe. So I mean, the Ravens still have plenty of opportunity.
Yeah, luckily for the Ravens, it's only 1 game.
Right,
it's not a couple.
Right,
and given how their season is gone, you'd think it's almost a miracle that they're at this point.
Exactly,
to be able to win the division still.
I think they still can, and I would give them even a slight edge over the Steelers. But yeah, I was not expecting them to lose that game.
No. Especially in Baltimore.
Yeah.
I've always thought Baltimore was a good home field advantage.
Yeah, it generally has been, I feel like.
Packers beat the Bears 20-21. Jordan Love 3 touchdown passes. Caleb Williams thank you for throwing this one interception in the end zone with 27 seconds left to end the game because that really mattered to me.
Yeah.
The Packers now lead the NFC North. The Bears fall from the 1st seed to the 7th seed in the NFC.
Isn't that wild?
Just like that.
Yeah.
Rematch in Chicago in 2 weeks.
It's going to be another big one.
It's going to be another huge one.
See if Jordan Love can do that on the road.
And the Bears, Caleb's got a little Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Prime Russell Wilson in him a little bit.
Yeah, he does.
Can kind of move around a little bit. I think, is Caleb a better thrower of the football than Russell Wilson ever was?
I think it's hard to say.
More accurate, maybe?
I don't even know if
Russell Wilson had a beautiful deep ball.
Yeah. I think they are actually very similar. I never thought about their comparison because everyone has just been wanting Caleb Williams to be Patrick Mahomes. And he's not. And he probably never will be. But
I would say Caleb is more of like a Fran Tarkington, like Russell Wilson kind of.
Yeah, he is a lot closer to Russ than that's a good comp.
Yeah. The Texans beat the Chiefs 20-10. Mahomes 3 interceptions, much to my dismay.
Yeah.
No touchdowns.
Rough game from Patty.
That was, you could argue, might be one of the worst games of his career.
They got to be up there.
From a stat
Got to
standpoint.
be up there, yeah.
Kansas City was 4 for 14 on 3rd down. The Chiefs are 2 games behind the Texans for the 7th seed, and Houston now owns the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So that was a huge win for them.
Massive.
Defense is for real. This defense.
Oh, their defense is insane. Real. Yeah. And I know, like, the Chiefs' offensive line has had their problems, and Houston definitely gets after the passer. But, like, watching the Chiefs in this game, like, they don't seem to, like, have be in sync, When I watch Mahomes drop back, he doesn't have like a rhythm play that he can hit. That safety blanket like with Kelsey just not there anymore. I don't know what it is. It just looks so much different.
It looks. I was telling someone this today. It really looks like 3 Super Bowls in a row, or going to 3 Super Bowls in a row, has taken its toll.
Yeah.
And going to 5 in the last 7 years.
Yeah.
I think it's taken its toll. I really think. Obviously, for the Chiefs at this point, it's Super Bowl or bust. It's going to be like that as long as Andy Reid and Mahomes is there.
Yeah.
I do not think it's going to be the worst thing for them if and when I think they're going to miss the playoffs.
Yeah.
To just kind of take a year or a postseason to not be in it and kind of
reset,
refresh. I mean, they're going to have plenty. Like Tom Brady went 10 years without winning one.
Yeah.
And then won a bunch at the end of his career.
Yeah.
So I don't think the Chiefs not making it to the playoffs this year is going to be the sky falling.
Right.
I really don't.
Yeah. And I also think, like,
it could be one of those, like a silver lining for them to miss it this year and then maybe figure out a way, okay, we have to draft a tight end in the draft.
Retool, yeah. I think, like,
we have to draft, like, the best tight end we can get, we have to draft. Because I think Kelsey's done.
Yeah.
I think he's going to retire.
He may not retire, but I don't, like, him being, like, a peak type player, top tier tight end is definitely.
I wanted to say he was going to retire if the Chiefs won the Super Bowl last year. 3-peat.
Yeah.
Towards the end of my career,
yeah.
Why not end it with the first 3-peat ever? I thought that was what was going to happen if they had won.
Yeah.
And he's just not the same guy. And I understand the Chiefs' offense is not what it was last year, and they're not winning the close games like they were last year. I just don't see Travis Kelce coming back. I mean, I'm sure he wants to be in that uniform for as long as he possibly can with Patrick Mahomes. Same with Andy Reid. Andy Reid's gonna be coaching with a wheelchair if he can have Patrick Mahomes be his quarterback.
Yeah,
I can understand from that standpoint from Travis Kelce. I don't see. He's looking like Jason Witten towards the end of Jason Witten's career.
Yeah,
just can't really not what he once was. And Travis Kelce was a much better.
His peak was better
than Jason.
Yeah.
Jason
Witten was great though. Yeah.
But it just looks slow. It just doesn't look what we're used to.
Yeah. You know what I could see is him like sitting out the first half of next year and then coming out of retirement. Just so he doesn't have to put himself through the whole season. I could totally see him doing that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
he's got his beautiful fiance.
He's getting married, I think, in June or July.
Yeah.
I could see him hanging him up. I could see Taylor being like, listen.
We're done. Or you're done.
I'll
make the money.
Yeah, I mean, let's just go travel. I don't know if Taylor Swift ever wants kids. Maybe she does. She's not touring right now. I can see them maybe just riding off into the sunset together. Yeah. That's what I think.
Yeah. I don't think it's out of the question.
Then the Chiefs got to retool big time.
Yeah. Well, and I think, like
how bad I want Brock Bowers in the Chiefs.
Just get the fuck out of here.
It's never going to happen unless he's a free agent.
Get the fuck out of here.
Could you imagine that? It'd be over.
No, it'd be disgusting.
It'd be sick.
He needs to stay with the Raiders forever.
No,
bring in the Super Bowl.
Brock Bowers, come to the Cowboys.
No, but I think you're right. Like this I think this is going to make it like really obvious for the Chiefs front office like what they need to fix. Mm-hmm. Because if they sneak into the playoffs and maybe win a playoff game or two, they're going to be like, oh, we don't really have that many issues. But regardless, they do have issues that they need to fix. Not that I'm rooting for that, but that'll be the case.
Yeah. A little bit more from Week 14. The Saints upset the Buccaneers, your NFC champion.
No.
24-20. The Bucs and the Panthers are now tied for the NFC South lead.
Yeah, look at the Panthers. They're right there.
They are right there. The Bills won a wild one against the Bengals, 39-34.
This game was sick.
So 34 of the total points scored in this game were scored in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. The fourth quarter was wild.
It's a lot.
I mean, I kind of thought the Bills were cooked, and then they just the Bengals just kind of gave it away.
Yeah.
I mean, on back-to-back possessions, Joe Burrow went pick 6 and then another pick, within 2 plays of each other.
Joe Burrow and Josh Allen both had 4 total touchdowns each.
Yep, their talents were on display.
Josh Allen, I mean, I know you were glazing him in the group chat, but he is
awesome.
He's an awesome quarterback.
He's sick. He's the best, Sal.
Yeah.
Don't you love him?
And I heard Nick Wright, who I think is great. I like him a lot. I think he's very informative and knows his stuff.
I think he gives good takes.
What he said about Josh Allen, I think it was today or yesterday, that if this is the year for the Bills, given you're probably not going to have Mahomes, probably not Burrow, and possibly not Lamar Jackson in the playoffs.
Right.
What other
It's just
what other route could you ask for? It's never going to be this easy ever again.
It's just unfortunate that like their team really isn't that great.
I know.
Yeah, it's so much on him.
Not to say Drake May and Bo Nix or Aaron Rodgers, who's shown that he could do it at the highest level, can't also beat him, and it's a team game.
Right.
But for the Bills and their fans, I mean, this is the year.
Yeah.
This is the postseason to do it. If you can,
It's just like, can he go Superman mode for 3-4 straight games? I just don't know. Like, can he carry this team almost solely on his back? Or
because defenses in the playoffs on the opposing side are going to say,
we're going to make somebody else beat us or try to. I mean, no,
or don't let this man run. I want a linebacker watching him the entire time, or our best linebacking defender that can kind of run.
Yeah,
be on him.
I mean, I think him winning 2 straight games is realistic, but they're probably not going to get the 1 seed, so that would leave them in the AFC Championship.
Which, I mean, would I feel okay with them going to Foxborough against Drake May? That wouldn't.
I'd be more.
It's not like.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's going to Foxborough and playing Brady Belichick is a different
Right.
animal. It's not Drake May and Mike Vrabel. It doesn't. I mean, they're good.
Yeah.
I respect them. It doesn't really hit the same.
Right. I think who they get matched up with going through their playoff run will be interesting to look out for.
Yeah. Some other kind of bummer news. Daniel Jones, his season is over.
Not Dimes.
With an Achilles injury in a 36-19 loss to the Jags. And believe it or not, the Colts are working out Sal's boy Phillip Rivers, who just turned 44 yesterday.
Insane.
So happy birthday. Should we take a shot for Phillip Rivers?
No. Fuck that guy.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Unbelievable. This is hilarious.
This is ridiculous.
I hope he plays against the Niners in 2 weeks.
I don't even think he's going to make it through the first game. He has not played a game since 2020.
Well, there's no way he plays this week. To me, that's not enough time to prepare.
Who else is going to play? Riley Leonard's hurt.
There's somebody up the practice squad. Fuck. They have to have a third option, right?
Yeah, but I think
that was already in-house.
It's funny. I was listening to the radio yesterday, and they were interviewing Matt Maiocco, who's a 49er.
Yeah.
He's their, like, one of their main, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like
beat writers.
Beat writers, yeah.
They were talking about, they're like, so if Phil Rivers takes a snap on Sunday, does that mean he has to wait 5 more years to possibly get in the Hall of Fame? And Matt Maiocco said, you know what? I voted for him to go to the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shit.
So what would happen if he gets enough votes, but then he snaps a ball and has to wait 5 more years? Like, what would happen?
That is funny to think about.
Could he be in the Hall of Fame and also be playing at the same time?
That would be pretty sick.
Because it's different when you're an owner. Because Jerry Jones is a Football Hall of Famer, but he's not playing the game.
I wonder if they would, like, if he actually got in, which to me, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer, personally.
I don't know if... Yeah, I don't think he is either.
But if he got in, and then they would probably have to delay his induction.
Yeah.
In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. But it's hilarious. I just don't see this working. I think the Colts, kind of like the Chiefs, need to realize, hey, it's not working.
You got snake bit.
You got snake bit.
Yeah.
You kind of got to be like everybody else and wait.
It sucks.
I don't know who else who else could the Chargers, the Colts, who else could the Colts even get that they'd feel confident in to maybe have a somewhat deep playoff run?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, the Niners 3 times in their quote-unquote Super Bowl window had just unbelievable injury luck. Mm-hmm. And they never did anything ridiculous like this. Yeah. You know, this is so far out of fucking left field.
I mean, I understand because I guess, he was with the organization...
What, 5 years ago?
Back when we were wearing masks in public.
Exactly.
That's how long it's been since Philip Rivers.
Exactly.
I was wearing.
And he didn't look good then.
It's been so long that when he did play, I was wearing gloves to pump my gas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I was afraid of getting a virus. It's been that long.
Yeah.
He's 44.
44.
He's 44.
I mean, I'm trying to think of like a retired quarterback who's younger than him. Matt Ryan.
Do you think he's younger than 44?
I think he's maybe a couple years younger.
This is just a crazy move.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Kind of hilarious.
I mean, hey,
I love the desperation.
Opposing defenses, you just need to watch Jonathan Taylor right there.
Yeah.
Just make sure he doesn't beat you. Let 17 beat you.
Yeah.
Actually, no. What number is Daniel Jones? He's 17.
He was 17.
So what's Philip gonna wear? 7. What number is he gonna wear? I have no idea.
I'm gonna say.
I'll say 7.
I'm trying to think of because I think Michael Pittman is what, number 11.
Yeah.
So he couldn't have that. I'll go 10. What's like the shittiest single digit number we could think of? Number 1.
No, 6 is way worse than 1.
No, but like on Philip Rivers, 1 would be hilarious.
That would be funny. It just wouldn't. It's just like we talked about it before. It's like a cocky number.
It is, yeah. I mean, he's kind of a douche, but
if you wore 1, I don't know. It's just it's all weird.
Yeah.
The Chargers, they beat the Eagles last night, 22-19. Thank you very much. 8 total turnovers. I think about 15 of those were from Jalen Hurts.
This game sucked, but it was entertaining somehow at the same time.
It was even more entertaining watching the Monsters Inc. one. Let me tell you.
Solely with another pick.
Yeah. And let me tell you, watching with a 6-year-old, he was dialed.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Asked a lot of questions, which he does. But he was dialed, let me tell you.
It's like Mike Wazowski, how many touchdowns did he have?
Yeah, and like I said earlier, it's a 3rd straight loss for the Eagles. God, I wish I could feel bad for you just a little bit. I don't.
No, fuck no.
Not at all.
I mean, Jalen Hurts turned the ball over 2 times in one play. That was pretty sick.
If Dak Prescott had 5 turnovers in the game, Twitter would never let him live it down, ever. They'd be photoshopping the picture of Romo turnovers and putting Dak's face on it.
Yeah.
Turnovers, anyone?
Right. Were 4 of the 5, were they interceptions?
I think so.
Yeah. Fuck.
Love to see it.
That's brutal.
Inject that into my veins,
Yep.
please.
Gotta love it.
Player of the week. I think it should be unanimous, although I was between 2 guys. I'm going to go Josh Allen.
Okay, fair enough.
22 for 28, 251 in the air, 3 touchdowns, and then he had 78 yards, which was 2nd on the team.
Rushing, yeah.
With 1 touchdown.
Nice. I went with his teammate on the defensive side of football,
Ooh.
Christian Benford, who had 1 sack and also had that pick 6 that kind of turned the tide for the Bills.
Look at us picking defensive players the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like
Also, Christian Benford, I didn't realize he had a defensive touchdown last week as well. So, shout out to that guy.
For me, it was between Josh Allen and Jahmyr Gibbs. Because Jahmyr Gibbs
he did have a big game. I thought about him too. He didn't have like a huge rushing game. He had like 40 yards rushing, but he had 3 total touchdowns. So
that's a good point. I did see that too. He didn't rush a lot, but he had just the touchdowns.
Yeah.
Little, how do we do in our picks? Excuse me. Little week 15 preview.
Oh yeah, do that.
Excuse me. The Bills are 1.5 point favorites at the Patriots. Possible AFC Championship game. You never know.
That's a juicy one this weekend.
That's a juicy one. Chargers at the Chiefs. The Chiefs are favored by 4.5.
Yeah.
And I get it. They're at home.
Vegas still loves them. I think that's all it is.
Vegas still loves them.
Yeah.
They do. Packers are 2.5 point favorites at the Broncos, but that's gonna be a good game.
That will be a tough one for Green Bay.
Lions at the Rams. Rams are favored by 5.5. Not surprising.
Yep.
Titans at your Niners.
Big 12.5-point favorites.
I didn't like the line. I never liked the lines ever. I feel like when we pick games. I feel like there was a lot of big games or big lines this week.
Yeah, I mean, the Titans are bad.
They are.
They almost lost to the Browns.
Niners are favored by 12.5. And Sunday Night Football, my Cowboys. I had them at 5.5.
Okay. Are you going to pick them?
I actually am.
Let's go.
I actually am.
Yeah. I mean, I looked at these lines yesterday, so they're 5.5.
I looked at it today and it was 5.5 for the Cowboys.
Makes sense.
Cowboys are favored by 5.5 against the Vikings. Be a fun one. My dad and I are going to go to Jeremy's house.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He's in barbecue and that kind of thing. And
sweet.
If the Cowboys lose, I will be one sad camper.
Nice.
Jeremy is, I'm putting the air quotes, tormented me my entire life about the Cowboys and the Vikings. So this game's personal.
Yep.
In a very loving way. Contender Rankings. So we are...
First edition.
So in the past, if you're an avid listener, if you're a loyal listener, we appreciate that first. Yeah. We kind of did it the way the old college football playoff was.
Yeah. And we kind of ranked based on a resume. Yeah.
And so this year, we're kind of going to do it more like we do our NBA rankings. Correct?
Right. Yeah.
Meaning that all the teams that we list, we believe can win the Super Bowl.
Right.
This was kind of tough.
This was really tough.
Really hard.
Because the NFL this year has been just I mean, the typical, the Chiefs obviously are not really in it right now.
Yeah.
Bengals, Ravens look suspect. Bills are good. They've got a good record, but they don't look that scary.
So are you doing it? So did you listen 1 to whatever, and the top team is who you think?
That's who I think would win the Super Bowl as of right now. Yeah.
So I kind of did the same thing, although I'm kind of just going to do it. The teams I listed, I think, can win. Sure. Although I did kind of do it the top to bottom.
Yeah.
So do you want to start?
Sure, yeah, I'll go first. My number one team going to be the Los Angeles Rams. They look the strongest and most consistent, I think, out of all these teams thus far this year. And they have a Super Bowl winning quarterback and head coach. So I think there's a lot of stock to be put in that. Number 2, I have the Packers, who just picked up a nice win. Jordan Love's got some playoff experience now, so I think that is important. Even though I think the jury's still out on him as a primetime quarterback, whatnot. But they have a lot of talent, so I think that could carry them to at least the NFC Championship. And anything could happen there. Number 3, I have the Bills, which, given how much shit I've talked about their team as a whole over the last 20 minutes, I still have the AFC. I don't really know where to go with the AFC right now. So I do think that they are the most likely, I guess, to get out of the conference. But I don't know. I really don't love my list, but by any means.
I do not like mine at all. I almost wish we did it the old way.
Yeah, I kind of do too. I mean, even though it takes a lot more research,
it would have made it just makes it a little clean cut.
Yeah,
which it does, but yes, it does make a lot more research, which I don't really have the time for.
Right.
So you're gonna hear mine and probably think I'm crazy.
No, I know. I mean, I think I'm crazy, honestly, with my list. Number 4, I have the Broncos. They have one of the best defenses. And, they got to the playoffs last year and got some experience. Obviously, the Bills kicked their ass, but they look, to me, a lot better than the last year. Number 5, I have the Seahawks. They're kind of similar to the Broncos, except I guess a little better offensively. Maybe not quite as dominant of a defense, but still a very good defense. I don't love Bo Nix, but I don't love Sam Darnold either. I think he has a lot to prove still as well, so that's why they're not higher. Number 6, I got the Patriots. I think they played a very soft schedule this year, so I think they still have a lot to prove, and they've got another big game against the Bills. And that could sway me next week, this weekend's matchup. Number 7, I have the Eagles still there. They're Super Bowl defending champs. They haven't looked great, obviously, lately. I actually was going to have them higher, and I moved them way down after last night's loss. They have some issues, but I think they have a chance to turn it around, but we'll see. And then number 8, I snuck in the Texans, because they have also a very dominant defense and a quarterback that's got some quarterback and coach that have playoff experience. And with the AFC being so unpredictable and wide open at this point, I thought I'd throw them in there as a team that they could find their way in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have how many teams?
I got 8.
Okay. So ironically, I have 12 teams, just like the college football playoff.
Yeah.
But let me tell you how I did this. The 8 that I have one teams that I really think could win it.
Okay.
And then I have the other 4 that I believe
Kind of
in.
wild
That I
cards?
believe in teams I don't believe in, but I respect their record.
Okay.
So I'll start with the top one. So I have the Rams at 1.
Okay.
I do think they're the best team. I think McVay, Stafford.
Yeah.
It's more. The thing you'll notice about my 2 different
Tiers or whatever.
tiers is experience against not so much.
Sure. Okay. Fair.
I have the Eagles at 2. And
Okay.
I know the record is not good,
Yeah.
but I think given the experience, the past couple years, winning the Super Bowl last year,
Yeah.
and then going a few years ago, I feel like I feel like in the playoffs they're gonna figure it out a little bit. That's just how I feel.
Yeah.
Because I think they're gonna have a couple home games.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna win the division. They might not get the 1 seed, but I think they could win anywhere. And they just. I don't love Sirianni. I don't love him at all.
Yeah.
But he's a hell of a coach,
Eh.
and I do trust the coaching staff.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I had the Eagles at number 2, and then after last night's loss, I kind of lost some faith.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, because they've been a lot this year, that team that just kind of figures out how to win. And lately, they have kind of lost that. So, I don't know.
That's fair.
Yeah.
3, I have the Bills. Obviously, the defense is kind of Swiss cheesy at times,
Yeah.
but I do trust in Josh Allen. How can
Josh
you not?
is, I mean, he's sick.
Yeah, you're gonna laugh at me. I'm putting your Niners at 4.
I am laughing.
And I'm gonna tell you why. So they could quite possibly win the division.
They could.
Quite possibly.
Good.
I think this team at the least can win a playoff game or maybe 2. Because the coaching staff is so good. And Kyle Shanahan seems to win every playoff game except for the one that matters the most.
Yeah.
In the Super Bowl.
I will give you that,
Situationally, the Niners I'd probably trust more in the playoffs, aside from a Super Bowl, I guess, appearance, than anybody else.
Yeah. I will give you that, I wouldn't bet on it, but I could see a path where they get to the NFC Championship game. But I just don't think it's very likely.
Yeah. Maybe them being at 4, like I said, I kind of just put teams down. I do feel good about the Rams and the Eagles for sure. As my top 2. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Niners being at 4 might be a little ridiculous, but I do believe in them in the playoffs.
Okay.
Obviously, they don't have Bosa, they don't have Warner.
That's what I'm most worried about.
That's going to hurt a little bit. But I think they're good for 1 playoff win at least.
Okay.
Yeah. I think
don't think that's crazy.
I think they could catch fire.
Yeah.
Given if it's possible they can get the 1 seed, which I know is far out. They're going to be parking it at their stadium until the Super Bowl, which they've never lost in Levi's Stadium.
Yeah.
I'll go Packers at 5. Jordan Love experience, like you said.
Yep.
I like Matt LaFleur. I know some people are kind of jury might be out for some on Matt LaFleur, not for me. I think he's a good coach.
And the Mike effect, right? Can't forget that.
Yeah, whatever, dude. I'm going to put the one team that doesn't have a lot of, at least, quarterback playoff success is my number 6 team is the Texans.
Okay.
But I have such respect for what I've seen from that defense.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans, who is a defensive guy, and it's showing.
Yeah.
I think they are so good. Do I trust C.J. Stroud in the big moments, especially a big playoff game? Not necessarily. But I think that defense is so good, it kind of could be maybe one of those, Trent Dilfer, Brad Johnson quarterback situations with C.J. Stroud, although I think he's better than those 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah.
That's how good I think the defense is.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not maybe as good as 2000s Ravens or that Buccaneers team. But I think
their front 4 is nasty.
I think they're very good. I think they're good enough to carry this team to a deep playoff run.
Yeah. And also, C.J. Stroud does have 2 playoff wins, which is one more than your boy Jordan Love.
There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'm going to put the Lions at 7, I guess. 8-5. Experience.
I almost threw the Lions in there.
The quarterback who's been to a Super Bowl, almost went to 2. Got the head coach who play calling I don't love, but he feels like he has to do it.
Yeah.
And they just have a grit about them. And they've been there.
Yeah.
They know how to win playoff games. They blew it against the Niners. I think they would all admit that. I think even you would admit they blew it against the Niners.
They let that one slip away.
They're not what they look like. They're not what they were a couple years ago. But I'm not going to hold that against them. I think they could win, especially if they're at home. Maybe get a home game or something like that. I'm going to go Steelers at 8.
Really? Wow. That's a big surprise. More surprising than the Niners, personally.
And it's also because of the experience. Aaron Rodgers, I know he's old. Mike Tomlin, I know he is Mr. 500, but seems to make it in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They have DK Metcalf, who I like. And their defense is always formidable.
It's gotten better throughout the year. It wasn't very good early on, but I'll give you that.
I just think it's more respect for Aaron Rodgers and knowing that I know that he could manage in the playoffs better than, let's say, a Drake May, maybe a Bo Nix.
Yeah. Man, when's the last time Aaron Rodgers threw a pass in the playoffs? Like 4 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
Because the last year with the Packers, they didn't go.
Was it
2019?
Or when Mostert had like 4 touchdowns in a game?
No, I think they went after that.
Did
they? Yeah.
They might have.
But I want to say it's been at least 4 years.
Oh, no, wasn't it it was that Niner game in the snow when Hufanga didn't have the block punt?
Yeah.
That's what it was.
20. So that would have been technically 22, but this is 26
Yeah.
playoffs coming up. Yeah. Shit, yeah, 4 years.
Steelers one's a kind of a wild card, but I wouldn't be surprised if they could make a little deep playoff run.
Yeah, I think that one's a stretch, your biggest stretch so far to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. And the teams I don't believe in, but I respect their record, Patriots, Broncos, Seahawks, Bears.
Okay.
What is the common theme? Quarterback play in the playoffs. Drake May has never been there.
Right.
Bo Nix has, but I believe he lost last year against the Bills.
Like 30. Maybe not that bad, but 20.
Sam Darnold.
Has he played a game in the playoffs in his career?
Yeah, he played last year against the Rams. And
Oh,
lost.
right.
And
yeah.
That
was bad.
After the Vikings had a
That was
14-2 record, or whatever, they had 15-2.
Yeah.
And then the Bears, I'll put the Bears in there just because I like the head coach, but I'm not sure if Caleb Williams is ready.
Yeah, I like what the Bears are doing, but I'm not buying them at all. I mean, I think their point differential is like 0. And they're 5 games over 500.
Yeah. So
Might even be negative, honestly.
My contender rankings I don't love. It's kind of just what I thought at the time.
No, I had a tough time with it too, and yeah, I think the only team that I don't have that I considered was probably the Lions. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Bears are -1 point differential.
I mean, you got to think the Steelers right now they'd have a home playoff game.
They would, but they'd be playing probably. Let's look at the playoff standings. They'd be playing the Chargers. They could beat the Chargers. Yeah, they could beat the Chargers.
Chargers would have to be a dome team going to a cold Pittsburgh game.
I would actually. The Chargers might be underdogs in that one. Then you'd be playing likely the 1 seed. Maybe not. It'd be either New England or Denver, most likely. So I don't know.
That one's my stretch, but I'll stick with it.
Yeah,
I'll stick with it.
I'm just actually not even convinced that the Steelers are going to make the playoffs.
Okay,
that's part of my thought process there.
That's fair.
Yeah, that was fun and different.
I'm not sure I loved it.
Yeah,
but, it was fun and different for sure.
I think when we do NBA contenders, it's generally a little more clear cut, like who's good and who's not.
Well, yeah, like you said, this is a tough year.
Yeah, this is not the year to start doing.
No, it's not.
Although I'm going to be honest, I don't think it would be very easy doing our old way of ranking teams either, because there's just been so much.
If we did our old way, I'd probably have Patriots, Broncos up top because they have the most wins, and I always kind of did that.
Yeah, but like they're both those teams have like the weakest strength of schedule in the NFL.
I'm just glad I'm not part of a committee that does this for a living. But it's really hard. It is hard. We all talk shit about them, but it's hard. How did we do on picks? I know how I did. How did you do?
You did good. Dude, you went 3 and 4 plus $900. Good job.
I went 3 and 4.
Yeah, 3 and 1. Sorry, 3 out of 4.
I was like, whoa.
3 and 1.
What are you talking about?
I did not do great. I mean, I went 1 and 2, minus 200. So not a killer week, but
it happens.
Definitely not a winning week. So yeah, overall records, you're 23 and 25. Nice bump. Only minus $400 now. So you're knocking on the door of even money and 500.
Yeah, I netted good money.
Yeah, plus 900. That's a big haul. I am 22 and 26 minus 1,200. So still need a big week.
Okay.
I'm not putting down a lot of money this week though, because I do not like the Lions at all.
Yeah.
And we have a pick that we don't even know is in yet.
True.
So, do you want to take Bilko's 16 ounce or do you want to take the tails?
I'll go Bill 16 ounce.
Okay. All right. So this is for the Army-Navy pick. Navy is -6. I'm going to go Army +6.
Yeah.
These games are always weird.
Yeah, they are.
And they're always low scoring.
Triple option.
Yeah, triple option. Gotta love it.
All the time.
Going to be 2 throws all game. That actually doesn't happen anymore, but it's still not a lot of throwing.
No.
So, yeah, I'm going to go Army plus 6 versus Navy.
Okay.
So that means you get Navy. You excited?
So how much money, how are we doing the money?
I'm putting down $100. I do not have a lot of faith in this pick.
I'll put 100 down too.
Yeah. Who else are you taking this week?
I'm going to go my Cowboys minus 5.5 against the Vikings for 200.
All right.
Not too much, but I think I have some confidence, which I probably shouldn't. Because like you said, I never picked the Cowboys.
Yeah, but I like it.
I'm going to go Chargers plus 4.5 at the Chiefs, but I'm only going to put 100, kind of scared. A little bit scared, but I think the Chargers could cover.
Yeah, I think that should be an interesting one. Obviously Chiefs got a lot to play for.
And then I just talked about them. Steelers, I'm going minus 3 against the Dolphins on Monday Night Football.
Nice.
$300.
Nice.
Feel good about that one.
Hey, for the first time, actually, I'll wait to announce my picks. But all right. And how many doll hairs
for the Steeler game?
Yeah,
300.
300. Nice. All right, 100 for the Chargers. Okay, so I only have 3 picks. So obviously Army for $100. I'm going to take the Broncos plus 2.5 at home versus the Packers for $200.
Okay.
That should be a good one, like we mentioned. I like them getting points at home, with that defense. So, yeah. And then I am also going to take the Steelers minus 3 against the Dolphins. First time this year that we've had the same pick.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Which is wild. We picked the same game, but against each other multiple times.
Gotcha.
But, yeah, we've never picked the same team.
There we go.
And I'm also putting 300 down.
Okay.
So, go Steelers?
That was easy.
Just kidding. Fuck the Steelers. But yeah, I like them to
Super Bowl contender Steelers.
yeah. I don't know about all that.
I'm going to feel like a prophet if they make it to the championship game.
That would be a pretty good pull. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
All right, you ready to banter?
Yeah. Let's see. Jeff Kent, elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame. I got my Giants jacket,
Yeah, you
Giants beanie on. He made it by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee. He has 377 home runs, which is the most all-time by a second baseman.
That's right.
He has 1,518 RBIs, which is most ever by a second baseman. He's got an 855 OPS, which is the highest ever by a second baseman.
So he's number 1.
Over 2,400 hits, 290 average. He's also the first primary Giant to make the Hall of Fame since Orlando Cepeda in 99.
Oh, wow. That's
A little surprising.
not actually thinking about it. Because Barry Bonds could have, would have, should have, right?
Of course.
But, they actually really haven't had, those kind of studs. Because, they were bad. Well, they had Will Clark, but he wasn't Hall of Fame caliber. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they were bad for a long time, too.
Yeah.
So.
And Jeff Kent also won the 2000 NL MVP.
Yeah. No, I'm happy for him, and to me, he wasn't like a clear-cut, surefire Hall of Famer, but I think he has a great case to be in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, good for him. Obviously, this means that Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens and those guys didn't get in.
They have to wait until 2031 now to possibly get in.
Damn. Well, we all have our feelings on the Baseball Hall of Fame, and I don't really feel like going into it, but
I almost want to put Barry Bonds Barry Bonds going to the Hall of Fame in ISR jail.
yeah, I'm okay with that.
I think we need to stop talking about it.
Yeah,
It's beating a dead horse.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Until if he gets in, we can lift it, but it's not worth a debate anymore, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't even want to mention it because
Yeah.
it's just.
I'm with you on that.
It's not going to happen. Can we put it in jail?
Absolutely.
Okay. Also, Jeff Kent, I didn't know he played college baseball at Cal.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So, fun fact, you might know the story, but Mr. Aaron, who taught at Napa High English,
Okay. Yeah.
played with Jeff Kent at Cal baseball, and Mr. Aaron's story was that it was either like Jeff Kent was like the 3-hitter and he was the 4-hitter, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I guess Mr. Aaron injured himself pretty significantly
Mm-hmm.
during his playing days and hung him up and became an English teacher.
Nice. I think you might have told me that before.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, we haven't had anything in jail since July. May, excuse me, in May.
How many things are in jail? You don't have to say what they are, but
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Yeah, that sounds all right.
I mean,
jail's only been around for like.
Our first one was in 2022, actually.
So yeah, this is about 3 years. Yeah.
But we don't need. But ISR jail to me doesn't
need to be like filled with shit.
No, not at all. Not at all. So, yeah, another thing in ISR jail. That's fun.
Can we just put LeBron in jail?
Maybe once he retires. So what I saw on Twitter about Jeff Kent making the Hall of Fame, it wasn't very nice. About people didn't really agree with it from what I saw.
Okay.
But I think we're at the point because Jeff Kent, to some, might seem, and you would know this better than me, being more of the baseball stats guy. People may seem like he's more of the Hall of Very Good than the Hall of Fame.
I'm okay with people thinking that way.
But I think the Baseball Hall of Fame has already
that
put Hall of Very Good guys in there. So why not put the guy who seems to have the best stats,
the best hitting second baseman of all time? We'll just say that.
Yeah, maybe not a lot of Gold Gloves, not a lot of All Stars.
No,
but the best hitting second baseman of all time.
Yeah, I think that's pretty inarguable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you're okay? Like do you acknowledge that he might not be like a? I mean, he's a Hall of Famer now, but
right.
He's more of like a Hall of Very Good. Like, what do you think about? Like, what do you think about him making it? You think it's deserving?
I mean, I think it's cool because as a fan of the Giants, and he was like a pretty prominent player when we were growing up for the Giants. He was on that World Series losing team. I think it's cool, but I'm okay with people thinking that he doesn't deserve to be in. He was a very, very, very good hitter for a good stretch of time. And he did it for a long time, but yeah, I'm okay with people thinking that he's more of a Hall of Very Good guy because I'm more on that side too. Like, I mean, I've given my take about like guys like Craig Biggio and whatnot.
Scott
Rowland's kind of in that same. I think Scott Rowland's a better player than Jeff Kent was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, because Scott Rowland hit probably as good as Jeff Kent did, but also won a lot of Gold Gloves.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and played a more important defensive position than Kent did. So, yeah, I would be totally okay with people feeling that he doesn't deserve it, and he didn't get in the traditional way.
It took a long time.
Yeah, it took this contemporary era committee to do it, which is totally different than getting 75% of the vote from like 300 plus people. So,
but then I guess I think I might have said before, but if you're not a first ballot guy, then why? Like, if you didn't get on the first time, then how can you get in on?
I'm kind of like why does it have to be this thing where it takes like you got to make guys wait to get in? I think that's dumb.
I think it's dumb too.
Like if you're a voter, you should decide the time they become eligible for the Hall of Fame. That day is the only time you can vote for or against that person.
Well, and the only guy ever to make it unanimously is Mariano Rivera.
That's stupid.
Like, who didn't vote for Babe Ruth?
Yeah.
Like, how is Babe Ruth, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, Mickey Mantle, all of the all-timers not be unanimous? So that just kind of proves the point that, to me, the Baseball Hall of Fame has always kind of been this weird gray area.
Right. Well, they've had a stupid system for a long time, too.
How is Babe Ruth not unanimous? How?
That one I don't really. I mean, it was so long ago, so it's hard to even like.
But how? But
yeah,
people still voted.
Yeah.
And how did not everybody who had that vote for it?
Right. I don't know how long this thing has been going on, where it's like you only get so many votes. You can only vote for like 10 people or something like that. I don't know how long that's been the rule, but there's a lot of people that. They save their votes because they know, like a guy like Derek Jeter, they know he's going to get in. So I'm going to use my vote on somebody else to keep him on the ballot.
Yeah,
that's always been a dumb way of putting together your ballot, and a dumb rule on the Baseball Writer Hall of Fame for doing it that way, where you can only vote for so many people.
Yeah, it's always going to be. Baseball Hall of Fame is always going to be a weird thing to me.
And the way I've always felt is like, whoever you believe is a Hall of Famer, I think that's what should matter.
Yeah.
Like if you think Benji Molina was your favorite player and you think he's a Hall of Famer, he's obviously not, but that's how you want to feel. That's fine.
I think Buster Posey's a Hall of Famer.
I think he had a Hall of Fame peak.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Yeah. Like do I think Madison Bumgarner's Hall of Famer? No.
I think that's fair.
I think Buster Posey is more of a Hall of Famer than Madison Bumgarner.
Yes, I would agree with that. Yeah.
That's just what I think.
Yeah.
Obviously, they both have 3 championships, but Posey had an MVP,
Right.
maybe a Silver Slugger up in
And
there.
played every day.
Played every day.
I think if you're going to get in as a pitcher, you gotta do more than what Mad Bum did.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, all-time stuff.
Yeah, I mean,
not-
he had another guy who had a great peak,
Yeah, exactly.
but not like Buster's.
LeBron, speaking of your guy, double-digit point streak came to an end finally, and the number stopped at 1,297 games in a row that he scored over 10 games.
That's crazy.
But it happened in classic LeBron fashion, where instead of trying to get the game-winning shot to get over 10 points, he threw it to Rui Hachimura, who made the game-winning 3 to win the game, I believe, against the Raptors. I'm just saying.
Shake those dice and roll them, dude.
I'm just saying, okay? He made the right...
No, he did.
He made the right play.
He did. But you
which
don't have to say
which
it.
he's always done in his career.
You don't have to say it.
Somebody does.
You've just been like, fuck LeBron. Come on.
I'm not going to say that. Come on. Come on.
Nah. But it is crazy. It's unbelievable streak. And I didn't realize that. For some reason, I thought it was like every single game of his career. But it was...
I thought it was too, but it's not.
There was a few games early in his rookie year that he did not score 10.
So,
But still, regardless.
could be a record that we never see broken.
I would bet on that.
Certainly going to take 20 years for this to be broken, so we'll talk to you in 20 years.
Yeah.
What?
Do you know who the active leader is now?
Ooh,
Is it probably like maybe Kevin Durant or something like that?
maybe it's a good
No.
question. I thought maybe I don't really know.
Yeah.
It could be Kevin Durant. Something like that.
Shea has a crazy streak of like 20-point games going. It's at like
Does
80.
he?
Yeah, which is I think the second most all time behind Wilt.
Yeah, well, when you shoot 30 free throws a game. No, just kidding.
Did you hear that, Sal?
Yeah. The Thunder are great. The Thunder,
They're unbelievable.
they're going to win. I mean, we talked about it. I'm going to start. I feel like I'm glazing the Thunder every week now. Because I want them to win 74 games really bad. Like Bill Simmons, I heard him say, he's like, I don't see this team losing 10 games.
I mean, with the way they're playing, yeah, I agree.
I don't. Well, we'll see what happens. I wanted to ask you about the NBA, like I mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
Does it kind of? And I know football's going on. I know we're kind of heavy on the Sharks right now.
Yeah.
And for me, it might be different because the Kings stink. Does it kind of feel like the NBA's losing its juice with all of these streaming sites you have to use to watch the games?
Well, I've never felt like that's helped any sport. Like I think that's always been a dumb idea, and I would you could argue they're paying the price for it right now.
I find myself, I haven't watched a lot of basketball. And
Yeah.
it's not even because I'm avoiding it. It's just, I don't even think about watching it right now because, what is it on? Like, I have to go on my phone and worry about or figure out what streaming site it's on.
Yeah. Yep. No,
I
agree.
mean, the NBA is a huge brand. It's going to be, but just in my opinion, in my experience with it so far this year, feels like it's losing its juice a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, them losing TNT was stupid.
Maybe post Christmas I might feel differently because usually that's when the season quote unquote starts.
Right, because
Yeah, or we'll see when football ends. We'll see how I'm feeling.
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean, I still watch the Warriors, but the Warriors are accessible because they're a local team. You know, and unfortunately, the Kings are not.
Yeah.
For some stupid reason.
Well, they
Nothing.
suck. Like, I mean, I if I could watch the games, I guess I would, but they're just not good.
Yeah.
And that could very well be the reason why I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah.
It just feels like the NBA is missing something right now, and it feels like they're doing too much.
Yeah.
And it goes back to the money talks, and that's why they're doing all the streaming stuff because
Right.
people are throwing cash at them all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So far, I'm not a huge fan of them moving to NBC. I like even Prime. Prime's not great either, but to me, NBC has been a dud so far. I'd like their halftime pre and post games cast is blah. Like they don't like Carmelo and it was Vince Carter who usually do it. They don't do anything for me.
Who I did catch a game. I think it was Prime post game. I like the post game Prime.
Okay, I haven't
I
seen
think
their
it's
cast.
Blake Griffin.
Oh yeah, actually we just saw him on here.
Blake
yeah.
Griffin, Udonis has him. Is Dirk in there too?
Oh, maybe I don't know.
And then Taylor Brooks. I mean, she's eye candy, but she's also informative. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I don't mind them. I think it's good. I think Blake Griffin's good.
Yeah, I think the bar was set really high too by Chuck, Kenny, and Shaq, which they're still around, but not.
Nothing's. I won't say ever, but it's going to be really hard to ever beat those 4 guys together.
They're going to be in like the Hall of Fame of, panels of all time.
Like their first ballot Hall of Famers when it comes to being a panel.
You're right.
100%.
Yeah.
Like everybody, like that's what you shoot for.
Right.
I imagine for all these new streaming sites and, NBC, Prime, they're trying to get to that.
And to be honest, like there could be very good ones in our lifetimes, but we're always going to think of these as
because it was like they were just.
And it's funny because like Shaq, when we were young, was a dominant basketball player, but I think of him more as like a post-playing career personality now.
Yeah,
like, that's where it's come to.
I mean, Shaq dominated so long ago that like when I started watching basketball, I think of him. I think of him as a Laker, obviously, but I watched him more on the Heat. Like one of the first finals I ever watched was the Heat Mavericks.
Yeah.
One of the first couple of years. Like I think of him almost as a member of the Heat more because I didn't really watch him in his dominant years. I wasn't watching ball in 2000.
Yeah, I think like when I started really watching the Warriors, I think he was already on the Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like to me, there's 3 versions of Shaq: Magic, Lakers, Heat.
Yeah.
After that, I don't want to see the picture of the rainbow with him with all the uniforms on. You know what I mean? Hated to see him. Didn't like to see him on Phoenix. Didn't want to see him on the Cavs.
Yeah.
Don't want none of that.
Yeah.
You wanted to mention the ISR Fantasy Football playoffs.
Yeah, this was the first week.
Are you sure you want to talk about
my team shit the bed. It was not surprising.
Well, I mean, do you want to explain what you kind of like the situation that you walked into before Daniel Jones even went down?
Right. Well, I mean, our playoffs started in week 14, which there are still a fair amount of teams who have buys this week. Mm-hmm. And I had actually 3 starting players on bye. One being Christian McCaffrey, who was my first pick of
your bell cow.
Yeah, my number 1 pick this year. Also, Travion Henderson, who was very good for me down the stretch.
Yeah, both your running backs.
My 2 top running backs, and then Tet McMillan, who was a pretty good receiver for the Panthers. So that wasn't great.
Well, when we talked about it earlier, but imagine when you were drafting, you thought like, oh man, I have a bunch of these late buys, which would be in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So you were hoping for the 2 seed.
I mean, if I could have got it, that would have been ideal. But you can never really expect your team to be that good,
Of course not.
And overall, I don't even feel that bad about getting my ass kicked in the first round because you can make the argument that maybe my team doesn't even make the playoffs if McCaffrey and any of those other guys have their buys during the regular season because that could have been I didn't even make it because my record wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
Because I barely made it. I made it based on tiebreaker. Essentially,
you made it though.
I did make it, but would I have made it if McCaffrey had to take a week off in the middle of the season? When he carried me.
True.
So
my goal is always to make the playoffs. I think. I mean, unless you're Nico, you always win the championship. Like I always want to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like whatever happens from there happens from there. And am I bummed out if I lose? Of course. But luckily I made it, and the 4 seed. Danny and I had what I would say is almost an all-time playoff matchup.
That was pretty tight,
in our league.
As far as coming down to the wire.
I think I beat him 94.8 to 93, and I knew he was sick. And we were texting back and forth, and I probably rubbed in a little bit. I don't think I was that bad. I lost 2 games this year by about that same margin. That's regular season.
Yeah.
In playoffs, it's even more. But what hurts for him is he was texting me saying, so he has 3 defenses on his roster right now because he was kind of switching between.
Oh, right.
He basically picked the wrong defense out of the 3. If he would have put the other 2 in.
Either of those 2?
Yeah, he would have beat me by a few points.
That does sting.
But also, because he had the Titans in against the Browns.
Okay.
And so, I don't blame him. Shador Sanders, of course, had the career game up to this point.
The Titans are bad, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's
maybe not something I would have done.
Yeah.
Personally.
A little questionable.
Yeah. Like he said, he should have started the Vikings defense that he paid for.
Oh, he paid for him and didn't. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure.
He's going to think about that for a while, which I don't blame him because I would too.
Yeah.
But I think what really, really hurt him was the Caleb Williams pick at the end because he lost by 1.8.
Yeah.
And if Caleb Williams doesn't do that, he beats me by
points.
even
if the Bears still lose that game, but it's just like an incomplete pass. Yeah, that's the difference. You're right.
He wins. He wins by points.
I didn't even think about that. Damn.
Yeah. I remember in the moment when that happened because Caleb, I saw the vision. he thought he could get right over that DB.
Yeah,
It didn't happen.
I wasn't there.
And when in that moment, I was like, well, that's good for me.
Yeah,
because -2. You don't really think. I mean, I didn't really. think
it was already in the books, like when the other games were going on.
Yes,
right.
But I mean, when you see that happen, you're like, okay, cool, it's good for me because it's -2.
Yeah.
But I didn't think about it at the end of the night because we didn't have any Monday night players.
Right.
That was kind of ultimately the difference.
And then you guys, was it just in the Sunday night game, was it just Mahomes and Kelsey that were playing?
Yeah.
Damn.
And Mahomes.
And Kelsey dropped a fucking egg. I mean, Mahomes wasn't good either.
Mahomes wasn't good either.
Yeah.
I think Mahomes got me like 7 points, but.
Did you go in, probably went into that Sunday night matchup with a pretty good odds to win?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
And then had to hold on for dear life.
Dude, I was sweating.
Yeah.
I mean, it was bad. But yeah, survived in advance, and now I got to play the absolute wagon that is Nico and Menace.
Yeah. Well, Nico's I think his team put up good points this week, even though he was on a bye.
If I would have played him this last week, he would have beaten me also, but he wouldn't have kicked my ass.
Right.
So we'll see. I'm hoping Jonathan Taylor with the quarterback situation.
That's going to be a huge factor.
I think so too.
That's going to be a huge factor.
I think so too, honestly.
I mean,
I know Puka Nacua, which he has also, is a really good player.
Yep.
He's going to get his 20 points, I'm sure.
Yep.
But Jonathan Taylor, I think.
I got to imagine he's projected a lot less than he would have been.
I would think so too. You never know.
That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
So that's the ISR Fantasy Playoffs. So I'm playing Nico, and Sean is playing Zoe.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be a good matchup too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sean's got a good enough team. I think
Sean seems to be on a roll.
Sean can win the whole thing.
Yeah. And Zoe's got a solid team too. If her team shows up, she put up 126 on me. That's another thing too. Is she put up 126 on me? My team had scored more than 126 twice all year. So I probably didn't deserve to.
But you also saw Daniel Jones, who got hurt.
Yeah.
It
wasn't good. And then Lamar finally showed up after 3 straight weeks of just abysmal play.
Yeah, and he put him on your bench, obviously.
Right.
So, survive in advance. I mean, it's just I've won my past 2 games. I think I've won by the same margin, less than 2 points.
That's funny.
And so I'm kind of thinking Nico's going to kick my fucking ass this week, but we'll see.
When's the lick going to run out?
That's kind of what I'm thinking. If I somehow manage to squeak into the championship, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. I'll tell you this: Devin will not want to be around me if I win the championship.
And 2-week championship this year for the first time in a long time.
Yeah.
We did it in the past, but it's been a good minute.
No, I think I don't mind it.
Yeah,
I think it makes sense. Kind of gives you hope if you're not losing by like 40 going into the next game.
Right, and I feel like it's probably more likely to crown the deserving winner, rather than just having one good week and you win it. Yeah,
absolutely.
So, anything else you want to banter about?
No, what time is it? Last call.
We're not going to talk about that, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No thanks.
I got some news out of Europe. No. Spurs, they beat Slavia Prague in Champions League today, 3-0. So, nice win for the Tottenham Suns. And then PSG's playing Bilbao tomorrow.
Bilbao Baggins?
What? Does Frodo have a brother named Bilbao?
His uncle, his name's Bilbo.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I think it's his uncle, right? Someone, Sal or Devin will probably tell me.
Frodo Baggins?
Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
No.
Oh, dude.
I'm not one of those guys, sorry.
No, okay. Neither am I. But you still got to watch the movies. They are so good. They're long, but they're good. And if you're watching them, just watch the extended ones because you're not going to watch it in one sitting anyways.
Yeah. I have been in the room when it's been on, but never really.
Oh no!
I know that doesn't count.
You're not doing it justice. Yeah. No, you're not even doing it justice.
Yeah.
Not only does it not count, you're not doing it justice. Yeah. You got to watch them. You never will.
I don't think I do.
Why?
I'd be okay with that.
You're not really much of a
movie series. I'm not great with. I'm sorry. It's too much commitment. I didn't even watch the last Harry Potter. That tells you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Lord of the Rings is better than.
I'm not doubting that.
Yeah.
Or I can't even argue it.
Is that why you won't watch Dune?
I won't not watch Dune. I just haven't.
It's also gonna be 3 movies. Is that too much of a series for you?
3 is okay.
I mean, Lord of the Rings.
Once it gets like
Lord of the Rings. If you just watch Lord of the Rings, it's just 3.
Okay.
But if you want to watch The Hobbits, which are the prequels, it's also another 3.
Yeah.
If that's too much for you, I understand.
Definitely too much.
But maybe just watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I'm telling you. Like the first one, I mean,
what's the best one?
Best one is Return of the King, the last one.
Okay.
For sure.
So damn.
It
I mean, I have to get there.
Yes. Don't just watch Return of the King, please. You can't. You can't just watch Return of the King. I mean, we did the extended versions. I thought Fellowship was good. I thought it was a little long in the tooth, a little boring-ish.
That's not good. You're not selling me.
I know. But they're long movies. You know, it's just, like long.
So that also doesn't help.
Long movies. It's not going to be like Mad Max Fury Road, where it's going to be just in your face the entire time.
I didn't like that movie either. I thought it was super overrated. Yeah.
I thought it was good.
I mean,
it's been years since I've seen it.
It's like kind of cool for a little bit, and then it's just like, this is so fucking redundant. I'm over it.
I mean, it's like literally all action.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
I just don't need that. That's not what I'm into.
Lord of the Rings is good. Return of the King's the best one.
All right. Maybe I'll try it.
I would say...
Are they like 3-hour movies? Because
they're 3 hour plus, yeah. I mean, if you watch the extended versions, I think Return of the King extended version's like 4.5.
Why? Just make it 2 movies. Good Lord. No pun.
So I would say Return of the King's the best, Fellowship's second best, Two Towers is the third best.
All right. Keep that in mind.
You're never going to watch it.
Probably not.
They're better. They are. The Lord of the Rings is the 3 movies is arguably better, in my opinion, than the 9 Star Wars movies as a whole. They are that good. They're good.
Yeah. I also didn't really give Star Wars a chance.
Yeah. So. See, that's. I mean, I'm surprised we're such good friends. Sometimes, you know. I mean, I love sports like you do, but you also just cannot give Star Wars a chance.
I sorted it. I don't
want to hear that.
The first one of the new ones, I thought was.
I saw it in theaters. It was cool.
I thought it was entertaining.
But you gotta watch all of them.
No, whatever.
Well, you gotta watch Dune though.
Yeah. Also. Maybe I'll do that.
I mean, maybe Twilight. No, Dune, those movies are terrible. No, don't do it.
I was never considering that, even if you tried to sell me. Salisbury Messi and Miami FC won MLS Cup on Saturday.
Did we mention this to him? Does he know this?
I think he knows, yeah.
Hey.
That was easy.
Another trophy in the trophy
Another
case.
trophy in the trophy case.
Also,
I don't see Ronaldo having one of those.
No, he's not winning that Abu Dhabi Cup or whatever.
He can come to the Earthquakes.
Yeah. I'll sign up for that.
He's sick.
I'll be at PayPal Park on the regular.
Too bad tickets would fucking skyrocket.
Oh, yeah. That's all right. I'd be there to support the Earthquakes, give them my money.
It's been a long time.
Yeah. Lando Norris, F1 Drivers' Champion. He won that on Sunday. Max won the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, but finished 2 points behind Norris. I didn't watch any of this, but obviously came down to the wire there.
Also, I somehow came in second in our F1 fantasy group.
I believe I finished last. After I was talking shit after the first race.
Yeah, that's right. What did you say? Hand me the trophy now?
No, I was like, my team is sick. Thanks for playing.
Dude,
that really worked out well.
That was funny. No, F1 needs to figure out how to change the fantasy thing. I never.
Yeah, I don't know what the perfect scenario would be or perfect way to
let me set a lineup without the if I do it more than 3 times I get penalized for it.
Oh, you mean like put it whoever you want in each week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay, maybe not. Maybe let me set my lineup, but not like if I fuck up, let me get more than like 3 chances before I get penalized for it. Because isn't that how it is?
Well, so you're only allowed to swap out like 2 drivers before any given race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which I think is fine.
Yeah.
I think just the scoring system is so complex and I don't know, hard to predict. Yeah. But
congrats to Lando.
Yeah.
I like this for F1 because my whole thing with F1 has always been the same guy wins.
Right.
Which Max did win this race, but Lando won the championship, so I'm okay with that.
But now it looks like McLaren is probably going to dominate for the next few years, and then it's going to be a nonstop cycle. Yeah. A couple of baseball things. Kyle Schwarber is going back to the Phillies, and Edwin Diaz signed with the Dodgers.
Oh. No! No.
Yeah. Whatever.
I got to hear those horns now at Dodger Stadium. I don't like it. I don't like it. It makes me even more mad that the Blue Jays were that close.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were that
get
close.
The best reliever in the market. Gotta love it.
The Blue Jays were that close, man.
You want to cap off our show with anything?
Yes. Did you watch any college basketball this week?
Negative.
I did not either. So with that being said, we will see you guys next week.
Peace.